Hi, in this video we'll explain how we can quickly first REST APIs using Radamsa and Burpsuite. Generally, fuzzing requires extensive environmental setup, but this method we are going to show you like how we can quickly set up and perform the fuzzing activity. So currently I will use Kali Linux as my base OS, but you can do this fuzzing activity using any Linux flavor. First, we need to install Radamsa. So you can install Radamsa from this this website. It is available in GitLab. I'll share you the link. So Radamsa is already installed in my system. It's already installed in my system, and we quickly gonna check where in which location Radamsa is installed. So it is installed in user bin Radamsa. Um, After Radamsa is installed, we need to open Burp Suite, and we need to go to Extender tab and then to the Web Store. And in the Web Store, you can find this Radamsa extender, and you need to click on install button because I had already installed Radamsa, so for me it's showing reinstall. But if you are installing Radamsa for first time, you'll get the option as install. So I'll quickly reinstall Radamsa in Burp Suite, and we got a message that Radamsa is successfully installed, and but it only supports sniper attack activity. Okay, that's fine. So after Radamsa is installed, a new tab will be opened here. So we need to configure Radamsa for our purpose. So here is the location of binary, which is automatically picked up by the Burp suite. And here is the count, like how many payloads we need to pass. So by default, you can start with around 150 payloads, and rest other you can leave it as empty. But if you want, you can start with initial seed value. But for our purpose, we'll keep the rest of the field as empty. Now, for testing purpose, we are going to use a set of vulnerable API. So here I am using VAM API. So VAM API is like a intentionally set of vulnerable APIs. Again, for this also I'll share with a link. You can play with this API, and you can test your security testing, or you can do practice your security testing techniques here in this vulnerable set of APIs. So what I did is that I install this. I have already installed this BAM API in my Kali system, and I have loaded this APIs in my Postman collection. So as you can see, this APIs contains list of endpoints. For example, one endpoint is login to the application. So here is the body where you're passing admin and password. Similarly, there are APIs where you can retrieve usernames and update user email, update user password. So you can one by one try to fuzz all these endpoints using Radamsa and Burpsuite. So before executing this API, what we'll do is we'll pass this API, or you'll feed this API to Burpsuite. For doing that, we'll go to Settings tab, and in Settings you need to go to Proxy, and in the proxy you have to mention the proxy IP and also the port in which the Burpsuite is running. For in our scenario here, Burpsuite is running on port 8080, so that's why I mentioned here. So we'll again go to Burpsuite and we'll check the proxy and make the intercept as on. So what we'll do, so let's first try by this request, retrieve user by username. So let's send this request to Burp. So yeah, so this request is being captured by Burp here. So what we'll do is we'll pass this request to intruder. So let go by this request. So in the intruder tab, we need to first configure the position, the payload positions, or a particular parameter which we want to fuzz. So in this case, this admin parameter seems suitable for fuzzing. So I'll put a marker here and one more marker to close it off. Now we need to go to payloads option, And in the payload set, we need to select the payload type as extension generated. And in the payload options, you need to select as Radamsa. So what will do is it will take help of Radamsa to fuzz the positions, and it will take the payloads from Radamsa itself. So and everything is set. Let's double check the configuration here. Okay, it seems fine. So let's go to intruder tab and let's start the attack. As you can see, Burp will one by one use the payload generated by Radamsa and start attacking the application. So for most of the requests, we are getting 404 errors. It's showing correctly and accurately that user is not found. So while doing API fuzzing, we need to keep in mind that we need to look at 500 status error because those are generally the server errors. So we'll try to see, yeah. So see, for example, in this particular payload, right, we are getting a 500 error, internal server error. So this is the request. So you can see like Radamsa generates such a long payload. And let's see the response. So we get a response, we get some query error here that query contains a null character. So okay, as you can see, we can see the debug values, secrets. We also get to know the secrets. The query contains a null character. I think this is some kind of SQL error we are getting, which we can investigate further. And also you can see, right, the path of the files, the program code files. So this is an interesting response we have got, which we can investigate further. See, we got another 500 error in this. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, so this endpoint seems to be vulnerable to SQL injection. So as you can see, this payload has lead to a SQL injection error here. So yeah, so it's a pretty interesting tool. So as you can see how quickly we can do fuzzing using this particular tool. And as you can see, right, the variety of payloads being generated here. These are very random payloads, and it is a very good tool to test like how your application or server is behaving when you pass this payloads to the application endpoints. So as you can see, right, this is a very quick way to fuzz your endpoints which you have developed. If scalability is not an issue, and if you want, if you can, or if you have time to test API endpoints one by one, this is one of the approach you can use or you can utilize and first test your API endpoints.